I've been working so long and so hard to get the first fish for 22.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another video of Fishing with Ty. So as the title suggests, we're going to be talking about this. My Ascend 10T. Sit-on fishing kayak. So if you guys watched my Yukon, or my Lifetime Yukon / Teton 116 video, I said in that video that I was going to be making one on this boat. So that's what we're doing today. So today is April 17th of 2023. So any pricing or anything I say in this video, all depends on when you watch this video. It may be a little bit different depending on when you're looking at buying this this kayak. So we're gonna kind of get into it. First thing, on like Tuesdays and stuff, I've been trying to do like techniques, tackle, reviews, stuff like that on Tuesdays, and then on Fridays I post fishing videos. So for tomorrow's video, which you'd be watching today on the 18th, but today's the 17th. I'm just gonna shut up because I'm gonna confuse myself. But we're gonna jump into this boat. We're gonna kind of keep it the same style of videos what we did with the Lifetime. I've got all the information here. I've got specs and the interior, like of what it is. So without further ado, while I read this off, you'll be seeing some footage of me going around and filming while I talk. So let's jump into it. Okay, so what we have are adjustable foot braces that have multi-locking positions. They are pretty easy to move. They're not too difficult. So we have non-skid cushion flooring that is almost like a sea deck material. It's actually pretty nice. And then we have black powder coated interior side carrying handles. They're not too bad. I'll get it later in the video of how I feel about them. So what we have is the enhanced seating system. Kind of not a fan of it. I'll explain why more later in the video. Deluxe removable seating system with friction lock bungee hold downs. Yeah. So next we have the midship deep molded drink holder and storage, and we'll get into a little bit of that later. So we have dash flat with one 12-inch accessory rail and gunnel flats with two 16-inch accessory rails. It seems like you could put quite a bit on it. It has an open bow design, which I really like, especially for hunting situations. And then we have 4 bow and 4 aft powder coated steel D-rings for more secure storage. You can see I'm missing one of mine up front, which really ain't that big of a deal. A flat casting deck with non-skid foam mat. I don't know what they're talking about with that. My boat doesn't have it, but it says it on the website. It's got an open cockpit design for flexibility and in cargo management, which is actually really nice. A large cockpit catch-all tray with drainage. A weather-tight deck plate storage with tether lid. My tether broke, of course. Then we have 1.5-inch 4 midship and aft scupper drains with 6 total plugs. I'm missing 2. I'm pretty sure I talk about it later in the video as well. So the specs of the boat, it is 30 on the website, 31 inches, but my boat only measured 29, which was kind of weird. And then we have length of 10 foot or 122 inches on my boat. Max recommended HP for an outboard on it is 0.75 horsepower. Max weight capacity 325 pounds. Average weight with seat is 67 pounds. So now that we got all that out of the way, let's hop into what I feel about the boat and how it's laid down or how it's laid out, and my experiences with the boat, whether it's fishing and hunting, because this is my hunting kayak. I've used this quite a bit during duck season. I'll put up some photos right now of what I've done with it. It works great for that. So let's hop into what I think about this boat. So it is actually a pretty decent kayak in my opinion. There's definitely better kayaks on the market if you want more of a fishing kayak, if that makes sense. If you want something you can really stand on and be stable, I would honestly recommend going to a 12-foot. But if you have really good balance, like I do, you can stand up and fish off this boat. But if you're kind of iffy and you're not that balanced, I wouldn't recommend standing on this boat. Now this is an amazing kayak to fish out of, as long as you don't want to stand. That's probably one of my only gripes about it. She gets a little rocky, like if you move out towards the edges. So like I was saying, when you get out towards the edges, she gets really rocky on you. Like my Lifetime, the Yukon, I can put all of my weight on one side of the boat and be fine. And I don't feel like, of course it's going to be a little unstable no matter what boat you get in. But this one, just the way the hull is designed, she wants to roll on you. I'd probably fish this some more of calmer rivers, stuff like that. I wouldn't fish it in super rough water. I wouldn't fish it in like a super fast river or anything like that. I don't believe it's stable enough. But it makes a very good hunting kayak as well, because of how open it is. It's able to accept like a layout blind for those of you who hunt. For those of you who waterfowl hunt, it's amazing for that. I can carry a lot of gear on it. I would carry 2.5, 3 dozen decoys, shotgun, ammo, my blind, a bunch of stuff in it actually, and it was amazing for that. And it comes in hunting colors, if that makes sense. You've got the desert, you've got like this OD green and black style. It just makes a very, very good hunting kayak. But yeah, so I'd recommend it for fishing if you don't want to stand up. If you want to stand up, go to a 12-footer or the 11.5 12-foot kayaks, or bigger, like the 14-footers. But you're going to pay money for it. I forgot to say in the beginning of this video, the MSRP of this is between $650 to $700. You can buy them used for like $400 or $500. I was lucky enough to pick this up from a buddy of mine for $100. So, but yeah, one other thing with this boat, though, we'll kind of get into some of the gripes I have about it. Like on the Lifetime, I don't need the scupper plugs in it. In this boat, if you don't want to get wet, I would recommend putting the scupper plugs in it. And then if you want to drain water out, you pull whatever plug. So it's really not a dry kayak. The way the bottom's designed, it likes to push water through, but it doesn't flood the kayak. Especially if you're sitting still a lot, and you're a little bit on the heavier side. I weigh 150, 155 on a good day, and even with me, it likes to push water in. Or like if you're going down a river, and you know how like there's that foamy, the white foamy, I aerated water, where the hell it is, that likes to come up, it will actually push up through. Or if you're going through, it's like those little green plants, duckweed. If you're going through duckweed, the duckweed will push through it, and you have duckweed all over the bottom of the boat. But another thing I'll show you guys here. These carrying handles. We actually lost 2 of the plugs, so we had to get the rear exhaust plugs for a dirt bike. They work. Is these handles. These handles are pretty low, so when you're trying to carry it, your wrist is cocked off at an angle, especially if you have a lot of stuff in this boat. It makes it a little awkward to hold it. It really isn't that big of a deal, but just to me, that's pretty awkward. One other thing I don't like is this piece in the center. That's why I believe this is more of a sit-in. Well, it's a sit-on, of course, but I wouldn't want to stand because there's a lot of clutter in the cockpit. Like in my lifetime, the whole cockpit's open, so you have plenty of room to walk around. The seat doesn't lock in completely. It likes to move on you. Only the rear locks in with these 2 little pegs. So maybe put it in. It just kind of holds it by force, and then you secure it with these straps. I do like these tie downs though. It doesn't come with the bungee style straps. The rod holders are nice. They are non-draining, so if you're in wetter conditions, they will fill up with water. The drainage plug is on the rear, so you just unscrew it and dump your water out if you do get water inside the hull of the boat. But this right here, this is waterproof completely. I have tested it out. I've had my phone in there. So I have I'll call you back, Mike. So I've got a iPhone XR, and I'll put it in there. So an iPhone XR will not fit. It's maybe, let me grab the tape measure. This would be for like really simple stuff. Come on. It is 4 inches by 6.5 ish. So you really can't store too much in it. It's got a really big cup holder though. And this is like that catch-all. And then there's another catch-all here with drainage, so no water will actually sit inside of them. So yeah, there's this boat's pretty simple. It's a hell of a lot lighter than the 12-footer. That's for sure. So yeah, would I recommend this boat? Yes. But give me 1 second. So, would I recommend this boat? Yes. Would I recommend to stand on it? No. I have not tested out the 12Ts. I want to get my hands on a 12T to test it out. I'm actually going to be doing a review on a new canoe if Caden will be nice enough to let me. I'll do a review on that boat. That's a 12-foot canoe. That one's big boy friendly. That one's a nice boat. If you guys here in the next week or so, I'll be Caden and I went out fishing a super deep clear rock quarry, and we were able to get on some good fish, and there was a surprise fish in there that really made Caden's year. But you guys will see all that whenever whenever we release that video. But the 10-foot's an amazing hunting kayak. For one, it's lighter. You have that open cockpit design, especially for waterfowlers. It'd be pretty easy to do like public access, like deer hunting or turkey hunting. Like if you guys watch, or I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the Hunting Public, but they do a lot of boat insertions on public ground that's surrounded by like either lakes or river, stuff like that. This would be amazing for it because it has all that open area. But yeah, I would personally recommend this more on the hunting side than the fishing side. If you want to go more but it's, I don't know, it's good, but it's not great. It's good at everything, but it's not great at one thing, if that makes sense. Like the Lifetime's a great fishing kayak, but I wouldn't take it hunting. It's too vibrant, too bright. It's a bigger kayak, of course, but it's not an open design that would allow, say, the layout blinds to lay in it. But yeah, if you guys are looking into buying this kayak, let me know down below. Let me know if I gave you enough info on this boat, and let me know how the review was. I'm trying to get better at these reviews. I'm trying to give you guys information that would be viable. I am going to be doing on-the-water testing with both my boats, so you guys see those videos as well, to see the stability for yourselves. If you have any suggestions of how I should or what information I should push out whenever I do these kind of reviews, let me know. I want to make the best possible content so you guys can make the most educated decision possible. Because whenever I'm looking at buying something, I scour every video on the internet trying to figure out this boat if I can't go see it in person. Or like whether it's my Tracker 1800 TF, or whether it's the Ascend 10T, or if it's the Lifetime. I did a lot of research before I bought that Lifetime. And I want to make sure I give you guys the one-stop shop for all the information that you need so you can make the most educated purchase for you. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, hit that like button. If you disliked it, hit that dislike button. If you consider subscribing for future reviews or technique videos, or even my fishing videos, make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification. And as always, guys, fish smart, fish safe, and I'll see y'all out on the water.